monitor deal pẹ̀lú, or you pretend not to. Tinubu is like a dawn in that sense. What they are about to put to test in Nigeria now is what they put to test in 2002 in Lagos. For those who are old enough to remember all that drama, and how it played out, and how Tinubu survived Obasanjo's onslaught, and on and on to what he has become today. But if you come to think of it, on the second thought as well, right? Come to think of it, Tinubu seemed like unstoppable. I mean, not because he's done anything better or anything well, though. Here you get. I mean, politically, the current political optics in Nigeria is that almost every opposition member is crossing over to join his party. You get that now? In what some of them are claiming to be because he has succeeded in reforming Nigeria and the blah, the blah, the blah. So if you come to think of that again as well, that is like about 31 state governors. Currently, they have the control of the National Assembly. Out of the 360 House of Representatives members, APC controls like over 200 of them now, like maybe nearly 300 as well. Out of the 107 or 109 senators, they currently control like 90. So, because right now it just seems like everybody goes into the same party, which is what the opposition are trying or claiming to try to prevent, one party states. So somebody who has that kind of like leverage, they're promising 10 million votes from here, 5 million votes there, 6 million. Even Odoyo of Edo State, the Odoyo governor of Edo States, that one continue to promise millions and millions. So why are they then afraid of what, to me, is not even the solution to your election? The transmission of election results. Do you understand what that is? It simply means the results they announce at the polling unit, they will post it straight, live, straight to the IREF, the portal for everybody to see. So how many of you are thinking about, before they arrive at that result, the final one, the process that takes place before that? How many of you have probably thought of that? I mean, they are still going to do ballot stuffing. They are still going to, here you get. And Akpabio and his gang decided to play a very stupid, smart move, which is not really kind of like smart in a way. But because the way the system works, they will give you something. It's what they give you that you will react to, not what you want. And that's exactly what they have done. Again, I'm holding that up a bit. I'll show you the last part of the protesters and the speeches, so we can then go into the National Assembly to see what happened in detail, right? Here.
Platform of Nigerian citizens. Yeah. You have movement for credible election here. You have revolution now. You have market women. The important thing is that we are all Nigerians. We want honesty. We want fairness. We want justice. We want to preserve our sovereignty. So that this platform is not a political thing. It's a citizens movement.
Okay. You know, the National Assembly, several times they have sat on this electoral act to ensure that they make sure that Nigerians benefit from this electoral act. Don't you think they have done enough?
They have done enough bad. They've done enough damage, and we are trying to correct it.
Okay, what exactly are you asking them to do?
21 points. 21 points. We have to go to them. Punish electoral offenders. Make election free and fair. Transmit the result in real time. Simultaneously with handing over the result to the agent. Make sure that people don't buy or sell votes. Don't do violence against people coming to vote. Several issues. and make sure that the election are so transparent that no need to go to the judiciary to interpret anything.
Wow. And you discovered that INEC has already prepared for the 2027 election. Do you think that this current legislation is irrelevant?
I don't know why INEC is prepared. INEC has issued a timetable. That's all. What we are saying is that the law that is there now is not good enough. Under that law, elections have been stolen. And we've agreed on certain amendments. But we'll make sure that we're not wasting our time. So those amendments have to be there.
Wow. Today we have an emergency sitting. After the emergency sitting today, and what your demands are not met. So what will be your next of action?
The whole country is under emergency. So there are emergencies, a smaller emergency. Out of the general emergency, we are going to be.
And they're about to see the real emergency now, which is that the Nigerian people are losing patience. That's right. And they are running out of patience with them. And there's nobody standing here who is new to the vote. In fact, we are doing them a favor by talking. At the point we'll stop talking and we'll start acting. And they know who we are. We are not bragging. It is not a threat. It is a reality.
Taking advantage of us. You are a madman. But you did not take us. You are a madman. We are fighting for that. You are shooting. You are shooting. You are shooting. Why did you do so? Why did you do so? Why did you shoot me now? Why did you people do so?
We didn't carry knife, we didn't carry gun, we didn't carry anything, we didn't carry stick. So why is the guy so close? Why is the guy so close?
We are not forced to here. You got it. You just be here. What is the name of this man?
No, they will not. They said it's superior firepower.
Yes, sir.
Sorry, everybody, about what happened.
It's for the good.
The country.
No, not today. We
that
start
didn't
protest.
know
Yes, no.
that we're protesting before we find out today
Yes.
what has happened.
Yes, sir.
So,
My comrade.
yes, sorry.
They know if you forget that one. Forget that one.
Give her my number. If anything happens, they know.
So it is time to go inside and then witness what happened inside. Despite all of that crowd outside and then the whole fiasco out there, inside the National Assembly, Akpabiole and Abbas, they have perfected how they were going to go about it. They want a transmission of results. Okay, let's give it to them. But we are going to not make it mandatory. We are going to say election must be transmitted electronically. But where INEC is unable, or where there is no network available, INEC can use manual. So do you get that now? So INEC still has, they still have the discretion. INEC will still have to decide whether election is going to be electronically transmitted or it's going to be manually transmitted. All they have to say is that the network didn't work that day. That's it. So Akpabiole and his gang are now building their own, they build their own arguments on the fact that even though INEC said that they have the capacity to transmit election results, and I just said, they said even that your beavers does not even need internet. It doesn't need internet to transmit results. If they are telling you about the internet, network, electricity, I've just been told that your beavers, that machine that they are there, is programmed enough that it could actually transmit results without internet. Akpabioli were like, no, Nigeria, it doesn't have internet. We don't have electricity. They are now using the same failure of theirs as the reason why they can't transmit live. But if you all want e-transmission, okay, put it. That's what they did. And some of their colleagues said that's not what they agreed to. Remember, they appointed 2 committees, one from the Senate, one from the Rep. They appointed them and they said they should meet, harmonize the bills passed by the reps and that of the Senate, come up with one. Abi, they said inside that caucus committee meeting from both chambers, they agreed that electronic transfer of election results must be mandatory. That simply means that even APC members, some of them agreed that it should be mandatory. But the order from above, that Akpabioli and gang must perfect so that the election is already rigged now before you even start campaigning. They also added some extras. The extras that will make it, some are saying, impossible for Peter Obi to be candidate of any political party. Some are even saying the whole permutation so far is that the shock that Nigerians are going to face is going to be a court. A court is just going to give an order. It's just going to disrupt everything that this ADC is putting together as the possible or viable opposition, right? So all those shocks, they are still in stock for you from waiting me at the pick up here and there, right? But let's go inside that place. First, they sent Benjamin Kalu, the one that is on the mission to get rid of Alex Otti from Abia State Government House next year. You know him, he's the deputy speaker. They sent him first. So he wanted to he actually wanted to like bamboozle his own colleagues. They said their house rule, the house rule says that whenever they are considering any bill, they must consider them clause by clause, which means you read clause this, section this, click on this. So they will treat them section by like that, and they will pass them that way. Benjamin Kalu decided to read everything so that he could then go to those in favor, say hi. Those against, say nay. The ayes have it. This was what caused the drama, the fourth part of the drama, when the representative members started shouting and screaming, "Ole, APC, ole." They have confirmed that your 2027 election, if you allow this to pass, if Tinubu signed this electoral act passed by Akpabioli and gang today, because they passed it, if Tinubu signed that, I advise you not to waste your time about their 2027 charade, honestly speaking. Forget it. It's just going to be a coronation. It's not going to be an election. Right? Let's go in and check how the drama played out. The House of Representatives.
Yes. Honorable colleagues, the bill to be considered today has 156 clauses. And we are going to vote on them for them to become the parts of this legislation that governs our election in Nigeria. So I'll just put the question, having gone through it with you time and again. I'll put the question, clause 1 to 10. Clause 11 to 20. Clause 21 to 30.
Carry. Point of order. Point of order. Point of order. Point of order. Point of order.
Clause 30 to 40.
Point of order. Mr. Chairman, you are not reading. We want to know. Point of order. Point of order, Mr. Chairman. You are not reading. Point of order. Point of order. Point of order. Point of order. No.
Clause 40 to 50.
You're supposed to read it line by line. Point of order.
50 to 60.
Point of order. Speaker, point of order. Is it a point of order? Point of order.
In that clause 60, clause 61,
Point of order, Mr. Chairman.
clause 62,
You need to read line by line, close by close.
clause 63,
Point of order.
clause 63,
Point of order, Mr. Chairman. You're supposed to read line by line.
clause 64,
Speaker, point of order.
clause 65,
Point of order, Mr. Chairman. You're supposed to read line by line. Point of order.
clause
We don't have the document, and you're supposed to read line by line.
clause 66,
Point of order, Mr. Chairman. Point of order. Point of order.
What did I say? What did I say last?
Line by line.
66 is what? Honorable colleagues,
Chairman, point of order. Chairman, point of order.
honorable
You're
colleagues,
supposed to read line by line.
clause 761,
Mr. Chairman.
clause 62. But that's what we're doing. You are not listening. But that's where I am. Go and sit down, please. Clause 62.
Point of order, Mr. Chairman. You're supposed to read line by line. No.
Clause 63.
No.
Okay, honorable colleagues, we are starting from clause 1. We are starting from clause 1. Sit down, clause by clause. We are starting from clause 1. Clause 1. Go back to your seats. We are starting from clause 1. Honorable colleagues, clause 1. Clause 1. We don't have copy. Give us copy.
Let them do close by close. It's not a big deal. Are you not going to carry? I told you don't carry. My brother, don't carry something that will carry you tomorrow. Don't carry something that will carry you tomorrow. That's what we should do. Let's leave tomorrow. You are making again tomorrow. Carry it.
So that was the beginning of the coup. Benjamin Kalu was given a script. He walked straight into the chamber. Abbas, who is the original speaker, that one, probably took cover. He later showed up. Oh, I'm going to show you. So they sent Benjamin Kalu to go and act the script. And he was trying to push it. They were calling him point of order, point of order. He deliberately ignored them because he was expecting his own other people in the know, APC,